If you think you need months to launch, I'll show you how to do it in 30 days. Welcome back to the Lady Icon Life podcast. I'm Coco, and today we are cutting through the noise to show you exactly how to launch your business in 30 days. If you've been waiting for the perfect time, this is it. So let's dive in. Most people think launching a business takes months or even years. That is a myth. You don't need perfection. You need momentum. Over the next 30 days, you're going to take focused, strategic action to launch your business. It is so much easier to execute and fuel your progression with milestones that are mapped out for you. The biggest fear most of us have with launching our business is fear of failure. When you have a roadmap you can execute to, it feels so much more achievable. Not only because you feel confident that you know what you're doing, but that you can celebrate those small victories along the way to your success. So let's talk about the next 30 days and what you can do to launch your business within a month. Phase 1, the first week, define your offer. If you all listened to the first ever episode of this podcast, we went through exactly what you need to do in order to identify a good idea worth investing your time in launching. So very quickly to review, I'm sure you have several great ideas. Spend some time vetting them seriously. Understand what you are selling, who needs it, get very specific, and most importantly, ensure that it is something people will want to buy, a solution that they need enough to want to spend some of their time and resources getting, procuring, using. Generally, it fits into one of 3 categories, either health and wellness. People want to transform their body or transform their mind. Profitability, people who want to streamline their operations, do things better, faster, more efficiently, and of course, make more money doing it. And then the third is love. People want to ensure that they have relationships that are meaningful to them. Products and solutions that are around one of those 3 categories are going to be a great place for you to start investing your time in. Step 2, identify your ideal client. This is where we want you to give her a name and make her a dating profile because you will be courting her. This is who your business is solving a problem for. So if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. You need to get really specific here. Give this avatar a name. Really understand who they are and how you can talk to them. This is so foundational because it helps feed into every other component of your business, because the mindset shift that you need to make in order to be able to be successful in this setup process is that you need to design your business around what your ideal client needs. It is not about you. It is about them. So when you're doing this, ensure that you spend a lot of time here and really pinpoint who your ideal client is and why your solution is for them. Once you do that, you can move on to step 3, which is naming your business and grabbing your domain. Once we know that this is going to be a good offer and something that we want to invest our time in, and we've identified our ideal client, who we're creating this business for and why they would want it, then it becomes very easy for us to create a business name around what that solution is. If you look at other verticals in your area, it will become very clear that there is a science to this. We definitely want them to be simple, clear, and easy to remember. But once you know who you are selling to, you will know what words and phrases and icons resonate with your clients. You will know what will communicate to them clearly what your business is and what solutions you have for them. So very, very simple and straightforward, speaking directly to that ideal client. Phase 2, this would be your second week, brand and setup. You do not, I repeat, you do not need a fancy website to start. A landing page and a social media presence is enough. When you're looking at a landing page, I think keeping it simple is the best option. I particularly like using places like Wix that do a great job of hosting and have those pre-made templates for you. There are other solutions like Squarespace and WordPress that you can also use, but keeping it simple, looking at price, I think Wix has really great pricing systems, and you can get your website up and going for around $10 to $20 a month, depending on the plan you choose. And it's a really good investment for you to be able to get a landing page up and started without having any editing background or coding background. Look into some of those options, but I highly recommend if you're just starting out and don't have any coding experience. Second, we're going to choose brand colors. I personally like to start my Pinterest board once I have that ideal client really mapped out and start thinking about the things that they like. What type of things are they looking for? What would their Pinterest boards have on them? And trying to see some similarities, some themes of what my ideal client likes to see, excites her, and makes her feel seen and comfortable and happy and joyful. And as you start collecting those images, those icons, you'll start to see some color patterns arise. So choose a couple of colors and a font, and then create a nice clean logo in Canva. Again, I try to keep this as scrappy as possible, but one of the tools I do invest in every single month, and I think is essential to a business launch from scratch as simply and easily without outsourcing as possible, is Canva Pro. Great investment. You will also get templates, you will get video and stock footage and stock photos and graphics and GIFs and so many things. It's a great investment if you don't want to try to outsource a lot of your template design and building, but want to be able to do things quickly and drag and drop. Create a nice clean logo for yourself. There's great options on Canva. Another thing that Pinterest board can really be handy for is being able to see what type of logos, what type of brands your ideal client already likes and trusts, and modeling yourself after them. So the third step in phase 2, set up your LLC and business PayPal Stripe account so you can start making money as soon as those clients start coming in. If you want more information on this and what would be best for your business, LLC, C Corp, S Corp, sole proprietorship, all of that, please come find us on Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook at Lady Icon Life, and we can break it down for you. Phase 3, social presence and authority. So this would be your third week. You need visibility before you can launch. So you don't need to go crazy here. There's a tried and true method. Most people say that posting just 3 times a week will be enough in order to get that momentum started. Create a 3 post a week strategy. Ensure you are hitting these 3 things. Authority, why you have the clout, why people should trust you, why they should buy from you, why they should invest in you, in your services. Number 2, engagement. What are other verticals doing that have highly engaged posts or reels? Model yours after that. You don't need to recreate the wheel. You can simply look at what has been successful. Success tends to leave breadcrumbs, and you can follow them. 3, sales, speaking directly to your offer and what your solution is. So if you just post those 3 things every week, you are going to get traction, right? Engage with your audience daily and build that trust before you start selling, which brings us to the last phase, phase 4, the last week, 4th week, selling and first customers. All right, it's time to sell. We're in week 4. Don't wait for people to come to you. Start reaching out. Use the DM strategy, connect, build relationships, and of course, offer your value. Test your first offer with a soft launch, get some real feedback, get some testimonials, refine, and scale. You are ready for this, all right? The time to start is now. Pick one of the things we talked about today. Set up your Instagram or define your offer. No excuses, just action. Remember, your business starts when you decide it does. If today's episode gave you some clarity, please screenshot this episode and tag me on Instagram at Lady Icon Life. If you want my 30-day launch roadmap, please DM me Fast Track and we can get you started on the road to success. I have a whole course with worksheets and checklist that will give you exactly what you need to do in order to launch your business successfully within 30 days. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's build your business together.